You're watching the KUSI News at 6.
Well, schools across the country are preparing for a return this fall, not only when it comes to current students, but also migrant children who may be entering the country over the next few months. Mark Powell, a former San Diego County Board of Education member, is joining me now to talk about how districts can prepare for that. Mark, thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Matt?
Of course. So let's talk a little bit about this. Is this a common issue for schools when we sort of enter a situation like what we've had with Title 42 falling by the wayside?
Well, let me frame this up for you. In 2020, we had 78,000 unaccompanied minors enter the United States. And that's a lot of students to take in. We've seen this crisis at the border. It's unprecedented with people coming across the border. No one really knows how many people are coming across the border. It's hard to even imagine what they have to go through. We have people coming from Honduras, El Salvador, Venezuela, Nicaragua, Mexico, and they're coming across the border, and they're bringing children. And the children that they bring to the United States are going to need to be in school. And that poses a big problem. There's financial stress on the school, and there's multiple problems that are going on with that.
Yeah, I want to get into the financials in just a second, but let's talk about the students in particular, because I would imagine when they're entering our schools, they're coming with a host of challenges that are going to need to be addressed by administrators, right?
Oh, absolutely. Can you imagine the stress, the anxiety, and depression that these kids are facing when they have to be removed from their neighborhoods, from their families, from their friends, to travel across the country, to come into the United States illegally and cross the border, whether they're asylum seekers or they're looking for a new way of life? But their schools aren't prepared for that. The ratio of counselors to students right now is 500 to 1. One counselor for 500 students. And the school districts, whether or not they have a plan, they haven't shared it with us. I have kids in school. I haven't heard what their plan is to accommodate these kids that are going to have mental health and other types of other serious health issues when they come across.
So difficulties there in the school, in the classroom, but I imagine for the district as well there at the school board, I mean, this is a financial nightmare for them to try to figure it out. Do you think that our districts here, in particular San Diego, are financially ready for this type of situation?
Well, let me frame this for you. And I don't think the public knows this. There's 42 school districts in San Diego County. San Diego Unified alone has a budget of $1.84 billion next year. That's with a B, billion dollars. And the results that they're giving our students are dismal. We have about 81% of African American students not meeting standards in math, in the 70 percentile for Latino students. So if they're not able to accommodate our students, how are they going to help these students that are coming across the border that probably have language barriers, cultural barriers? Who knows where their academic status is right now? How are they going to educate these students with our students that they're failing right now at multiple levels?
Well, we're running short on time here, but I did want to ask you just about the legal hurdles that some of these districts can face in a situation like this. Can you sort of elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, when a kid comes to enter a school, the school district typically does not ask for their immigration status, but they may want to know how old the kid is. And sometimes those children, they don't have a birth certificate. Who knows who their parents are? They're coming in because they're undocumented. So there's a host of legal issues that need to be addressed because they're coming to school in the United States. We want to know who they are, who their parents are, what age they are. There's a host of issues. We could go on for hours talking about this topic.
Yeah, Mark, this is such an important piece of the puzzle. We appreciate you stopping by on your Saturday and giving us some perspective. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.